A pleasant good evening and welcome inside the Bradford Boss Ice Arena here on the campus of University of Rhode Island. It is ACHA college hockey action for one final time on the Ice Arena during the 2021-2022 season as the University of Rhode Island Rams take on the Stony Brook Seawolves. Angelos in the broadcast booth with you this evening. We hope that wherever you are safe, warm, dry, and settled in comfortably to watch this evening's action as the University of Rhode Island Rams come in 15-10-1, 22nd on the ACHA rankings right now. Stony Brook University 18-5-2. Rams in the traditional home whites with the blue numbers and trim. Stony Brook in the reds with the white trim, and we are down and underway. And a first possession play by the Rams. Takes that one into the zone. Cross neutral ice, cycled around the back side. Rams still trying to see if they can get this one out of the zone. They do. That's going to skate all the way down. Will be corralled. Stony Brook trying to work out defensively here in the first minute to go. Tonight's game is brought to you by our elite recruits with access to 3,000 schools and 60,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports, where high school athletes looking to play at the next level be seen by being a part of the nation's #1 recruiting service. Join oureliterecruits.com. Sign up for a 7-day free trial today. And by Manny Sports, 1725 Mendon Road in Cumberland, Rhode Island. Now reopen Wednesday through Saturday. Now reopen Wednesday through Saturday. For more information, visit mannysports.com. Quick face off there. Takes the puck right down. One minute gone by here in this first period. A 26 in red of Avazov. Works that around. First Stony Brook on the backside corner. And a shot there that's saved made. And a second shot and a save made. Popped right back out. And a third attempt is finally stopped by Curtis Briggs, the stellar sophomore in net for Rhode Island. Briggs, 22 games played. 713 shots, a 92 save percentage, 2.42 goals against average with a 13-8-1 record on the season. Rams looking to exit the zone here. It's Engelson. Engelson needing a little help there, trying to get it forward. Looking for the 22 of Luke Judge. Judge forces back Conlon from Mike Costello. Again, all the way down into the corner. Trying to pick it up there is Engelson. Engelson sends that one around. And a whistle, a stoppage of play. We're going to get our first penalty of the game. It's going to be a 2-minute minor for boarding. And it's going to go to the Rams. Number 7, Dennis Engelson. He's going to try to plead his case to the referees to no avail. And it's going to send the Seawolves on the power play with 18 and change left to go here in the first. One of two on the weekend to conclude the home ice season for the Rams. They'll play tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Picked off in the neutral zone, carrying that one back across his pack. Holding, firing one from the outside corner was Slevin. Back to Slevin again, and he fired one. That one just hit a bunch of traffic. Will get cycled back. Peck holds here. Looking across for DeStefano at the point. Down in front and trying to spin one was Lawson onto the stick of Slevin. Back once again for Peck to Slevin at the top with 1:15 left to go here in the advantage. 17-17 left to go here in the first. Carried around the umbrella. Shot score from Slevin right from the top point. It's a power play goal, and Stony Brook has a 1-0 lead. Oh, a quick penalty forces a quick power play, forces a quick goal. Just 2 minutes in. It'll be 2:55 officially should be the time of the goal. As Slevin, the forward from East Northport, New York, puts Stony Brook on the board. So used to just calling normally in-state Rhode Island games. Got to realize we got plenty of states on these two sides, and we'll get to that as the game goes on. Carrying here is the 77 of Brendan Fess. Fess will come for a line change, along with a slate of other Seawolves players. Along the backside board, looking to be controlled there by Tetro. Tetro trying to work it outside of the back. He has an opportunity on the corner to get one to Ide. Cannot. This one's going to scoot all the way down. Icing will be called as far enough in front. And the foot race for it looked to be the 26th of Dimitri Forend. ACHA college hockey season putting a bow on things this weekend with a slate of games. University of Rhode Island against Stony Brook. Bryant Bulldogs taking on the Roger Williams University Hawks. That game Sunday, 2:50 p.m. And then Providence College men's club ice hockey team as they take on Boston College. Sunday, 6 p.m. You can check out all the upcoming ACHA college hockey games on the ticker at the bottom of your screen. For 2 in the shots on goal department for Stony Brook. But more importantly, they've got one on the board already. This one's going to kick off the sideboards, go all the way down. That's going to be icing. And we'll go back in front of the net of Briggs and do it once more. The weather in the Ocean State, a question mark throughout the course of the day as to whether or not this game would get played, with a lot of other athletic events throughout the state being postponed because of the weather. It left the Rhode Island Rams and the Stony Brook Seawolves as the only hockey game in the entirety of the Ocean State this evening. That one gets kicked off to the side. Rhode Island trying to see if they can dig it out here. Slevin right on top of it defensively for Stony Brook. Carried here by the 16 of Dempsey. Connor Dempsey tries to go around the back side of the net. Dempsey's going to get rubbed off of the play. It's going to come all the way back out. Conlon was looking the wrong direction, so Lawson has to pick it up behind the blue line, going right in front. And a score from Michael Conlon. Picked it up flat in the center between the circles and then sent one straight past Briggs. And it's 2-0 Stony Brook early on here in the first. And if Rhode Island is not careful, this game is going to get away from them very quickly. Not something you want to do in the first period of play. Carried down by the Rams in the backside corner. Trying to work one out there. That was the 28 of Jackson Shevlin. Shevlin instead got run off the play by Lawson, who carried the puck down for Stony Brook. Pushing it around the side boards of that is Azbov. It can be sent down by Kanazet. Horseshoes around the backside boards. That one went up off of the side of Brandon Sherman on the attempt that came from the outside corner. Barcelo sent all the way through. It loops down, tapped by Thomas Fagan. Barcelo picks that one up, keeping it inside the zone offensively for the Rams. Looking to circle around for Fagan right in front. Fagan shot and a big save there by Brandon Sherman, the goalkeeper from Sharon, Massachusetts, for the Seawolves, as they hold a 2-0 scoreline here with 13 and change left to go in the first. Face-off won by the Seawolves, looking to exit the zone. It's going to instead be controlled and kept back in by Zach Riccitelli. Riccitelli can only dump that one down along the end boards. Kicked along by McDermott. Back to the blue line again, trying to control it for the Rams. Was the 11 of Zach Riccitelli. Instead, it bounces around, carried out by Stony Brook. They put one loosely on Briggs, who makes a save. A collision on the far side between Griffin Long and Robert DiStefano. Kendrick works that one to the corner. Cycled around again for McDermott. McDermott lost it on the corner, goes back to center ice. Picked up by DiStefano. DiStefano got rubbed out of the play, carried forward, hard shot there. And it didn't even get to Sherman. That came off the stick of Engelson. Quickly back for the Seawolves. On the end boards. Shot, score on a backhanded attempt. Trying to peel one off of the end boards was Kyle Nestepny, and instead he just flings it backwards, and it found a slot in between the legs of Briggs, and it's 3-0 already. There's 11:56 left to go here in the first period. Not even halfway through this first period, 3 goals on the board from Stony Brook already. Now he gets cycled around by Forend. Forend sent that one for Costello. Back onto Briggs again. Loosely tapped off of the stick of the 32 of Alex Cudd. Goes down into the backside boards. 4 red jerseys back there. Cud turnover, save made, and Cud goes right into Sherman, and Sherman himself doesn't take a liking to that. Fisticuffs all over the place. Cud's going to end up getting thrown in the penalty box. Sherman is going to get away with one. They're going to call Cud 2 minutes for roughing. Nothing against Stony Brook. So second penalty of the evening assessed to the Rams. Head coach Joe Augustine having a discussion with the referees. He wants to know why Sherman's not going to get called for something as well. Faceoff will come to Briggs' left. Rams need one more player, now 2 more players on the ice as they're going to change 2, and 5-on-4 to come. Still not even halfway through. Pepe, and that one is saved by Briggs. Brendan Pepe, the defenseman from Essex Falls, New Jersey, along with the 44, Devin Pepe, who plays in the forward position. This one kicked back to be carried along by Peck. Peck from the corner sends that one back to the top. It lands onto the stick of DeStefano. Slevin, who has 1 goal already. Slevin sent one there right off the blocker pad, right back in front. Net got bumped a little bit, but not enough off of its moorings to be whistled down. DeStefano holds with this one in the backside zone. Carried forward here by Vandezilver. Vandezilver drops back for Abzov. Right in front, and the poke check opportunity there for Scott Lawson. And a URI player on the ice is the 14 of Dylan Weichelbaumer. As the referees make a little bit of adjustment to the pegs on the net behind Briggs, and we get set for this face-off to come. Slevin in the circle against Engelson. Face-off won by the Rams, kicked out very quickly on the sideboards by Shaw. Only got as far as the blue line. Kept in there by Maffletto. Abzov. Back for Maffletto. Abzov again as he dumps that one around. Conlon right in front. Spinning for one. Abzov's no goal. Somehow Briggs got his leg to kick that one out. Malfetto wheels with this one. Back to Abzov. Abzov holding again. Cross there for Vandezilver. Rams doing a better job on this penalty kill of being able to box out Stony Brook. Though they did have that one attempt right on the doorstep. Conlon tried to send that one across very quickly. Landed onto the stick instead of Weichelbaumer, and he's able to work with Vandezilver and shepherd it out. Weichelbaumer, and that one had to get blocker pad saved by Sherman. To be picked up by Abzov. Working quickly. Penalty time has expired. Back to 5-a-side hockey. Finally past the midway point of this first period. 3 goals on the board from Stony Brook and a fast start. Rams are going to have a lot of work to do in the next 2+ periods if they're going to want to try to get back into this game. Turnover here. Good opportunity to start that as Costello throws one into the breadbasket of Sherman. And we get a stoppage of play. Face-off kicked around. Ide worked that one to the point. Right in front again. Ide was trying to get the deflection there off of the throw from Clavitt. This one's going to scoop up all the way down. Icing will be the call, and the foot race there was Jake DeRocher. (9-7) in the shots on goal department. 8:24 officially left to go here in the first period. Face-off won by Stony Brook into the back corner. Kicked all the way out. Huge collision again at center ice. Offside is going to get called. Ide is taking Stony Brook players out. Had a big collision with two different Stony Brook players on that sequence of plays. If the frustration hasn't settled in, took down McDermott. Shot, save. Did it go through? It did! The thump of the pads usually signifies a save, and somehow that squirted through as the referee points right at the goal. It's a fourth goal for Stony Brook. In just 12 minutes of play, and this game has gotten away from the Rams. They have two other goaltenders dressed. And you could imagine with a game to be played tomorrow, whether or not you look at going to either Timothy Briode or Callum Burgess or Stephen Turner, my apologies, who are the two that are dressed. We've seen Burgess a few times over the course of the season, a freshman from San Diego, California. Briggs just does not seem to be checked in tonight. And they might want to let him be able to do that for tomorrow. Pivotal final game of the home regular season tomorrow against Stony Brook as URI tries to keep themselves in conversation for the playoffs. That one is skated right by. Penalty called for hooking as getting dumped down to the ice was Weichelbaumer, and it's going to send Stony Brook to the box for the first time this evening. And it's Brendan Pepe. He's going to go 2 minutes for hooking. Weichelbaumer may have broken his stick on that play as he just dumped it into the bench, and he's looking for a fresh twig. Seven left to go here in the first. That is not an incorrect scoreline. I think first 12 minutes of the period, it's been 4 goals from the Seawolves. A save made by Sherman, and a face-off to come to Sherman's left. 1:48 remaining on the advantage. Rhode Island almost level in the shots on goal. 11-10, just trailing by 1. Certainly had their opportunities, but unable to put one past Sherman. Right in front, there's an opportunity again, skating away, and a penalty called? Jake DeRocher, good opportunity there. They're just going to say the net off of its moorings. So no interference called there as DeRocher was sort of sent flying on that attempt towards net. Looked like he may have just gotten actually tripped over by his own player. Well, miscommunication situation. Back here, carrying it through the center is Griffin Long. Long tried to dump that one down into the corner boards. Was looking for Riccitelli, who was behind him and not next to him. This one is going to get into the corner for Shaw. Shaw is going to have to go tete-a-tete with a couple of Seawolves players right in front of the Zamboni doors. That one's going to come all the way back down for Briggs to shepherd it behind his own cage. Avzov is pinching on the defense of the Rams as they look to exit the zone. 45 seconds left to go in the advantage. This one's going to get sent back down the opposite direction. Brendan Fess for Stony Brook on the clear. 30 seconds to go in the advantage. 5.5 left to go here in this first period, dominated by the Seawolves. Carried around on the backside corner. Moving it out was Engelson. Engelson tried to slot one right in front. Here's a 3-on-1 opportunity. Short-handed. Avzov offside called. Too far forward was Conlon. The Boston Bruins will host the Winter Classic again in 2023. The Florida Panthers will host the All-Star Game. They were to do so. It was canceled at the beginning of the COVID pandemic. Right in front and a save made there by Briggs. Start your bets now as to whether the 2023 Winter Classic will be back at Fenway Park or whether it will be at Gillette Stadium. To my belief, that might mark the 4th time the Bruins have played in a Winter Classic or Stadium Series game. I'll have to double check on that one, but it seems like they get it homer on the road every couple of years. And for those of us that are Boston Bruins fans, we will certainly appreciate that. As an original 6 market, of course, for everybody else, they keep going by the Bruins. This one, Slevin shepherds that one off the side boards for Kendrick. Kendrick got rubbed out of the play and then thrown in by Andrew Ide. Andrew Ide playing with a head of steam, and then Kendrick tries to take a hit to a URI player, gets his stick all caught up. That's the 3 of Justin Barcelo. Right again, Ide on the opposite side. Hard shot that went wide. 3:50 left to go here in the first period. 5-a-side hockey after the expiration of the penalty. On the blue line, Tetro now finally worked forward. This one's carried by Ferraro. Ferraro tries to wrap around the backside boards. Ferraro can't go. Gets rubbed off the play. 6 of Andrew Ide went toe-to-toe with the 6 of Andrew Mancini. Mancini carrying it here for Stony Brook, trying to go right in front, and they're going to whistle that play dead on a holding call. Was it the 6 of Andrew Ide guilty, or was it the 15 of Jesse Edwards? Having a conversation with Edwards. Are we going to get coincidentals? No, they're just having a conversation with Edwards. It's the 6 of Andrew Ide. He's going to the box. 2 minutes for holding. Stony Brook's going to go back on the power play with 3:13 left to go and leading 4-0. For Malfetto. Hard shot there that came flying from Avzov. Kendrick. Malfetto. Cross for Vandesilver. Hit the post. Avzov has been close all day in this first period. Cycled around by Conlon. Conlon has one of the 4. Avzov works with Malfetto. Malfetto back to Avzov at the point. Cycles that one over. Hard shot. Save made by Briggs. Van de Zilver trying to get one in there. Conlon pulls this one back up. Conlon gets sticked away. Popped back and then finally swept down smartly by Griffin Long as the Rams can go for a line change. With 2 minutes left to go here in the first period. Carried in by Peck. DeStefano right at the line. Holds that one in. DeStefano fires. It's a loose puck that finally is scooped into the glove of Briggs in a stoppage of play. Face-off coming to Briggs' right. Won by the Rams. They're going to try to send this one all the way down. They will. Good clear there from the 3 of Justin Barcelo. Slevin. Pepe. Stick taps to the ice, signifying the penalty about to expire in 2-1. As it does, we're back to 5-a-side hockey with 1 minute left to go here in the first. Pepe around the backside board, sends that one back out to Peck. Well, help there on the backside from Lawson. Shepherded around, spinning with one there. Was the 21 of Zerilli. Kept in the zone by DeStefano. Now carried out here by the Rams in the final 39 seconds of the period. Ide drops that one around for Engelson. Engelson has to go toe-to-toe in the corner with Kendrick. My apologies, that's actually the 17 of DeStefano. Briggs trying to rifle one around the backside corner. That will pop out on the edge for Tetro to try to push through. Still kept in. Fess. Back through the neutral zone, McDermott. Along the side board, Zerilli. Zerilli in the final seconds. It will be held instead by Alex Cudd. And we've reached the conclusion of 1 period of play. 4 goals in 12 minutes for the Stony Brook Seawolves. They have a commanding 4-0 lead after 1. You're watching University of Rhode Island Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Right on the post side. Oh, they got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail another shot on goal. Pacheco to the house. Pick-off return. Brock Pacheco.
Baker with nobody to cover him. He's got a man in the end zone. He's tipped and that's first.
Did he get it? He did.
Shot here. Over the head.
With Murphy O'Brien taking the hold. Down's right up. Somebody scores.
Another one comes in off the crossbar, straight up in the air. Players down. Goal. Goal.
And this one is a long boot right at the crossbar and a goal.
Off right at the net cord.
Goes across. Goes out and sees it. Hit Trying to come back for Eastman with a nice save. Bassett puts it back up three. Inside the 20. Joe Leah with a scissor touchdown. Big beat by Taro right into the center. Headed down. Top score. Righty. To the opposite side and a score. That one back forward. Another hit from Thibodeau. Comes off and is
Carry on with the pass. Deep. And it's caught.
as he puts it onto the foot of Berardo. Berardo sent that one back across. There it is. Big boot by Leahy inside the mixer. That would get in it.
Elijah Ocean, he's got separation. He's got space. He's got himself a first down and goal. He's in.
Sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Goes right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal. Pacheco to the house. Wow. Kickoff return. Brock Pacheco.
Baker with nobody to cover him. He's got a man in the end zone. He's tipped and
That's first down. Did he get it?
shot here. Over the head.
With Murphy O'Brien taking the hand. That's right up. Somebody scores.
Another one comes in off the crossbar, straight up in the air. Players down. Goal. Goal.
And this one is a long boot right at the crossbar and a goal. Off right at the net cord. Goes across. Good out and speed it. Hits the trying to come back for Eastman with a nice save. Bassett puts it back up three. Inside the 20. Joe Leah with a scissor touchdown. Big boot by Taro right into the center. Headed down. Top score. Righty. To the opposite side and a score. That one back forward. Another hit from Thibodeau. Comes off and is
Carry on with the pass. Deep. And it's caught.
as he puts it onto the foot of Berardo. Berardo sent that one back across. There it is. Big boot by Leahy inside the mixer. That would get in it.
Elijah Ocean, he's got separation. He's got space. He's got himself a first down and goal. He's in.
Sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Goes right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal. Nico Pacheco to the house. Wow. Off return, Brock Pacheco.
Baker with nobody to cover him. He's got a man in the end zone. He's tipped and
That's first down. Did he get it? He did.
shot here. Over the head again.
With Murphy O'Brien taking the hold. That's right up. Somebody scores.
Another one comes in off the crossbar, straight up in the air. Players down. Goal! Goal!
And this one is a long boot right at the crossbar and a goal. Off right at the net cord. Comes across. Lewandowski saved it. Hit Trying to come back for Eastman with a nice save. Bassett puts it back up through. Inside the 20. Joe Leah with a scissor touchdown. Big boot by Taro right into the center. Headed down. Top score. Right. To the opposite side and a score. That one back forward. Another hit from Thibodeau. Comes off and is
Carry on with the pass. Deep. And it's caught.
as he puts it onto the foot of Berardo. Berardo second one back across. There it is. Big boot by Leahy inside the mixer. That would get in it.
Elijah Ocean, he's got separation. He's got space. He's got himself a first down and goal. He's in.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Down, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons, no, another shot on goal. Pacheco to the house. Wow. Off return, Brock Pacheco.
Baker with nobody to cover him. He's got a man in the end zone. He's tipped and
That's first down. Did he get it? He did.
shot here. Over the head again.
With Murphy O'Brien taking the hold. That's right up. Somebody scores.
Another one comes in off the crossbar, straight up in the air. Players down. Goal! Goal!
And this one is a long boot right at the crossbar and a goal. Off right at the net cord. Comes across. Lewandowski saved it. Hit Trying to come back for Eastman with a nice save. Bassett puts it back up through. Inside the 20. Joe Leah with a scissor touchdown. Big boot by Taro right into the center. Headed down. Top score. Right. To the opposite side and a score. That one back forward. Another hit from Thibodeau. Comes off and is
Carry on with the pass. Deep. And it's caught.
as he puts it onto the foot of Berardo. Berardo second one back across. There it is. Big boot by Leahy inside the mixer. That would get in it.
Elijah Ocean, he's got separation. He's got space. He's got himself a first down and goal. He's in.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal. Pacheco to the house. Wow. Kickoff return. Brock Pacheco.
Baker with nobody to cover him. He's got a man in the end zone. It's tipped and
That's first down. Did he get it? He did.
shot here. Over the head.
With Murphy O'Brien taking the hand. Down to him. Somebody scores.
Another one comes in off the crossbar straight up in the air. Players down. Goal! Goal!
And this one is a long boot right at the crossbar and a goal. Off right at the net cord. So gosh, going out and see the hit for. Trying to come back for Eastman with a nice save. Bassett puts it back up through. Inside the 20. Zorea with a scissor touchdown. Big beat by Tara right into the center. Headed down. Shot score. Righty. To the opposite side and a score. That one back forward. Another hit from Thibodeau. Comes off and it's
Carry on with the pass. Deep. And it's caught.
as he puts it onto the foot of Berardo. Berardo set that one down across. There it is. Big reach by Leahy inside the mixer. That would get in it.
Elijah Ocean, he's got separation. He's got space. He's got himself a first down and goal. He's in.
As we welcome you back inside Bradford Boss Ice Arena here on the campus of University of Rhode Island. A 4-0 scoreline for Stony Brook. 4 goals scored in the first 12 minutes of the first period. URI able to hold out defensively through the remainder, but still, that is a tough pill to swallow if you're the Rams, looking to try to get some positive results out of this weekend, especially to try to be in conversation for the playoffs to come, and had been finding themselves climbing their way up the ACHA rankings. A loss like this, and whatever the result may possibly be tomorrow, could spell a bit of doom for the Rams headed into the playoffs, should they be able to find their way to at least the, at first, ESCHL playoffs on the 18th and 19th in XMPA, and then the ACHA Nationals to come on the 10th of March in St. Louis, Missouri. No penalties assessed at the end of the period, so we play 5-a-side to start this second period. 15-10 the differential in shots on goal. Stony Brook the advantage there. Today's second period action is brought to you by our elite recruits with access to 3,000 schools and 60,000 coaches across 30 NCAA sports. For high school athletes looking to play at the next level, be seen by being a part of the nation's #1 recruiting service. Join oureliterecruits.com and sign up for your 7-day free trial today. And by Manny Sports, 1725 Mendon Road, Cumberland, Rhode Island, now reopen Wednesday through Saturday. For more information, visit mannysports.com. Manny Sports, your hockey headquarters. Carried here by the 26 in red of Brandon Avzov. Avzov, the forward from Belmore, New York. Pivotal player for the Seawolves in that first period of play. Getting pinched along the sideboards there was Edwards. And a whistle, a stoppage of play. And Edwards looks like he's in a bit of a spot of bother. A puck went up into the netting and then got stuck there. It can be pulled down by one of these scratched Seawolves players. They'll get a fresh piece of rubber from the scorer's box, and we'll continue on with 18-10 left to go here in the second period. Rams a tall mountain to climb. This one will be sent high into the sky, pops back down onto the stick of Jackson Shevlin for a moment, and sent all the way across. That one deflected off of the sideboards, actually hit the body of Matt McDermott, and gets sent all the way down behind the Stony Brook cage. McDermott tried to bring that one through. Kicks back across once again. Jackson Shevlin there for the Rams. Sends that one to the point for DeRocher. Hard shot there. Hit traffic. Did actually not get through to Sherman in net for the Seawolves. Kicking off of the sideboards again. This one's going to come all the way down. Icing will be the call. Far enough back was Logan Clavitt. So a face-off to come up to the right side of Sherman. These two sides will meet again tomorrow afternoon right here at Boss Ice Arena, 4 p.m. face-off time. The final game of the home regular season for the Rhode Island Rams. They were to play to next weekend against New York University. Those games have been postponed. There were some replacement games that were announced. We'll get more information for you on that. They will not be home. They will be on the road. That one is kicked along the sideboards. Trying to see if they can carry it out of the zone. Conlin goes here for the Seawolves. Conlin, nifty little drag, and sends one just wide, and then got tied up with Tetro. Conlin goes to the bench. Line change for Zerilli and the Seawolves to work on. For Pepe, that one hit the pads of Briggs and is kicked wide. Comes back once again. Ferraro tried to poke that along for the Rams so they could get a line change as well too. Fresh 5 on the ice for the Rams now as Pepe works that one forward, runs into the side of Fagan. Came back, Mancini carries that one. It dumps down along the backside boards. Shaw tries to get it out of the zone. Instead it comes back across for Barcelo. Barcelo sent that one forward for Judge. Sorry, that's Long, and he could not be able to get that one out. Now Griffin Long finally does. Long carries one right across, and it went onto the doorstep for Thomas Fagan, and then slamming shut was Sherman for the save. That may have been the best opportunity the Rams have had so far this game. Their 12th shot on goal. Still trailing the shots on goal department by 4 at 16-12. Pulled off of the side boards by Riccitelli. Cycled for long. And again, stamping his glove on it is Sherman. And we'll get another face-off, 15-15. Pushed along the backside there after winning the face-off was Molfetto. Back in front, they were trying to slot one through there for Fess. And went just underneath his stick. Dumped back into the zone by Judge. Peck. Rams pressing the Seawolves in the zone defensively, not allowing them to get out. But yet the Rams not really pulling anything together offensively as they're in their zone. Weichelbaumer tries to push that one along with Engelson. Nothing doing here. Now it lands onto the stick of Peck. Peck gets that one forward. Dempsey gets run into the boards. Fess down there sends one back for Peck. Peck cycles through. Fess tapped that one through as he tried to get it onto to Dempsey. Slotted through again. Picked up this time by Weichelbaumer. Weichelbaumer carries for the Rams, sends one on. Sherman sticks that away. Lawson fired one. That one went off of the edge of Briggs and then scattered wide. Foreign pushes that one around the backside. He'll pick it up again after it bounces off the opposite 26 of Abzov. Abzov then poke checks it back into the zone. And the Seawolves will go back on offense again. Instead, it's dispossessed and run out of the zone by the 19 of Jake Drowan. Back and forth for the first few minutes of this second period. A very different story than the way the first period of this game started. Stony Brook rattled off 4 goals in the first 12 minutes of the period last time around. Instead, here we are 3 minutes shy from halfway, and no goals scored by either side. Still a 4-shot differential in the shots on goal department at 17-13 for the Seawolves. A clean first half of this second period. No penalties called either. Andrew Ide scoops this one with an opportunity to run. He was slotting one across there for Kevin Canizet. A little off. And Canizet will actually go for a change. Perhaps a slight miscommunication there between Ide and Canizet. That one gets tied up right at the neutral zone, and we're going to get a stoppage of play. They're going to call a play with a high stick, and we're going to get a face-off down to Sherman's right. And Stony Brook only had 4 players on the ice, and Rainville picked that one up aptly and gets Kendrick on before the face-off happened. Kept in and controlled and takes a wicked bounce off the backside boards. And Sherman will just go ahead and safely hold that one up. Well, Bruce Springsteen playing. Well played, as that one's going to pop up and a save made, quote unquote, by Stephen Turner in the URI bench. And he'll send that one back to the referees, and we'll get a face-off to come at center ice as it popped up into the box area. got to be one of the best seats in the house. Along the backside board, Pepe. They cycle it across for Ranville. Carried back once again for Edwards. Ranville works that one out for Pepe. Pepe sends that one down in the corner. Edwards got beat there by Barcelo. Briggs wanted icing. Instead, it's going to go into his catching glove. And a stoppage of play. 11:43 left to go here in the second. The ice storm around the Ocean State this afternoon. Conflicting schedules and causing cancellations. Mostly on the high school side. Obviously, University of Rhode Island playing tonight. They will play tomorrow. Face off here, won by the Rams. They tried to push that one down. Stony Brook all over it. Mancini picks that one up. Back through the neutral zone. Fought along again. Zarilli sends that one down. Hyde shepherded in the back with Forend. Rams having to do a lot of defensive work in front, whacking at it here and making a save as Briggs, as Connor Dempsey was trying to poke one home. Providence Bruins not home this weekend. The AHL on a pause with the opening of the Winter Olympics. A save made there by Sherman will stop play with 10:22. Face-off won by the Rams. Back to the point there. That was kicked in quickly by Jake DeRocher. DeRocher's going to have to chase this one. Dempsey right on the doorstep there. Connor Dempsey continues to bother DeRocher as he tries to slot that one out. Got it up forward for Canisic. Canisic then tried to carry that one. Sent it through the zone for Shevlin. Shevlin lost handle of the puck. Goes the other way. Vandesilver. Vandesilver right in front. And the net comes off of its moorings as he got a pass across from Keller. And a stoppage of play with 9:50, or actually that may have come from the 88 of Joseph Slevin. Face-off controlled by the Rams here and then moved along. Tetro looking for anything at the baseline that he can do. Instead, all he can do is send it in to the stick of Conlon, who pushes that one back to the corner. Fought out by Conlon. Avzov, little drag from the tip of his stick by Avzov, and then he gets run out of the play. Enough before Briggs that it goes wide. 9 and change left to go in a better played second period by the Rams, having not surrendered a goal through more than half of the period. 19-13 in the shots on goal department. If the Rams were to hold this score line, they would have a bevy of work still to do in a third period to come. Puck goes up out of play, causing the stoppage of play. .847 remaining here in the second. Good pass right in front, an opportunity for Griffin Long there, and he lost his handle on the puck. Griffin Long had all the time and space he needed. Mancini sends that one back. Eyed. Cross there for Foreign. Foreign can't get a handle on it, and it drops back for Edwards. Edwards will cycle it back defensively for the Seawolves. Content to take their time as he gets run into the boards. Pepe carries that one forward. Rainville goes across for Kendrick. Picked up again there by Pepe. Score! Brendan Pepe puts the 5th one. It would have been a penalty, but that will be erased from the goal. So the 20th shot on goal on the evening turns into the 5th goal for Stony Brook. It's Brendan Pepe this time around. And 5 goals scored by 5 different players through almost 2 periods of play. Turning here is Galinsky. That one is saved by Briggs right into the breadbasket. And now we may see head coach Chris Garoppolo go deep down onto this roster with a 5-goal lead and less than a period and a half to play. Nestepny's out there now. Nestepny sent that one across. And picked up by Malfetto. Malfetto will carry that one out. Streaking through is the 28 of Nestepny. Kyle Nestepny, a forward from Freehold, New Jersey. Puts that one right in front. That was landed onto the stick of Zerilli. And Zerilli just got tied up left and right by a couple of different Rams players. Trying to work it through the neutral zone there was Engelson. Big hit between Barcelo and Dempsey. And they're going to call the penalty. That was a clean open ice hit between Barcelo and Dempsey. And they're going to instead call Barcelo 2 minutes for roughing. That was just a pure hockey hit. And head coach Joe Augustine again incensed with the referees. And rightfully so. That's a hockey hit. Nothing to it. Plain and simple. There we go. 5-on-4 for Stony Brook. Kept in there by DeStefano. Slevin cycles that one across. Back to DeStefano. Holds, waits, fires, hits traffic. and will be shepherded all the way down by Luke Judge. 6:10 left to go here in the period. 1:32 remaining in the advantage. 21-13 in the shots on goal. Icing as it was sent down by Stony Brook behind the end line. Stony Brook with the face-off win. They tried to send that one across to Slevin, a little bit outside of his reach. Lawson steps up to it instead. It's sticked back into the zone defensively by Engelson. Peck carries that one around for DeStefano to work it outside. Slevin, Lawson in the neutral zone along with DeStefano. As they gain the zone with 51 seconds left, cross to Peck. Slevin slotted through the center, not able to turn it there. Was the 33 of Scott Lawson. Slevin, with 35 seconds left in the advantage, gets bumped all the way back in the neutral zone. He'll have to backtrack. Stony Brook trying to see if they can reinsert. 25 to go. Conlon picks that one up right at the red line. Conlon gets in. Malfetto and Kendrick are with him, along with Van de Zilver and Azar. That one went right onto the pad of Briggs. Azov was right on the back doorstep. Tight face-off coming up here, as the two sides were already sticking at each other before the puck was even dropped. 2-1 will signify the end of the penalty. We're back to five-a-side hockey. Barcelo will skate across quickly to release Alex Cudd. Avzov cross on the corner, and an opportunity there, losing his stick in the process of it all, was Bendezover. 2-on-1 opportunity if the Rams could put this one together. Cross and then could not tap it was Drowan. 4 minutes left to go here in the second. Drowan, save made by Sherman. Oh, the musical selections of college hockey rinks. We've gone from Bruce Springsteen to Britney Spears to Who Let the Dogs Out. Stony Brook works with this one along the side boards. That one collected the bench, or was collected a player on the opposite side trying to change on the bench, and therefore offsides. Good attempt by Logan Clavitt. A 12 and white of Ferraro, and that one just goes right back into the glove of Sherman again. .335 left to go here in the second. Stony Brook has stretched that shots on goal differential out a little bit more. 22-14 now in the department. And an opportunity to add to it here. Mancini carries forward with Rainville, and that one gets deflected up into the netting. So it'll be a face-off to Briggs left. Face-off won by the Rams, kept for a moment. They were trying to cycle it back around, and then Galinsky had other ideas. Rams still trying to see if they can get out of the zone, still being kept in, that time by McDermott. Zerilli, Galinsky. Getting pushed into the boards was the 28 of Kyle Nestepny. Finally carried out of the zone by Ferraro. And then immediately dumped back in from Mancini. 2.5 left to go here in the second period. Van de Zilver run into the boards there by Ide, pushes it into the back corner. Rams still trying to get out of turnover, and Thess gets shut by Briggs. Quickly carried the other way by Ferraro. Ferraro got in front of Van de Zilver, and Van de Zilver went hard into the boards, and Ferraro looks to be headed to the box. And they're going to call Nick Ferraro 2 minutes for cross-checking with 2:10 left to go here in the period. That's going to put Stony Brook on the power play for essentially the remainder of this period. Should the Rams kill it off, there would be 10 seconds left in the period. Avzov sends that one back to the point for Malfetto. Tried to get that one through. It pokes off of a couple of Rams defenders and gets sent all the way back down. 1:35 to go in the advantage, 1:44 in the period. Getting tied up there was Conlon, dispossessed of the puck. Back for Malfetto. Hard shot there, save made by Briggs. On the back doorstep, trying to spin one around was Conlon, and Briggs was able to get to the side and make the stop. NHL All-Star Skills Competition underway in Las Vegas. Jordan Curzo has unseated Connor McDavid for fastest shot. This one's going to get kicked all the way down again with 45 seconds left to go on the advantage. Stony Brook back to pick that one up behind their net. DiStefano carried forward here by Peck. Peck spins back, stopping for a moment. DiStefano back to Peck. Peck shot. That one hit traffic and will get sent all the way back down. Good penalty kill here from the Rams as they make a line change. 15 seconds more they'll have to get off. No icing called there. Instead, it can be scooped up and sent all the way down smartly off of the stick of Jake DeRocher. Line change continues again in 3, 2, and 1. Will expire the penalty with seconds left to go here in the period as DeRocher got dumped down on the backside boards. Almost same play and no penalty called there. The horn will sound and end the second period of action. 23-14 in the shots on goal department. It is 5-0 as the Seawolves add 1 after 2. You're watching University of Rhode Island Ice Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races, touchdown. And board back out in front, a shot and a score. Into the zone, right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's gonna be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal. Pacheco to the house. Wow. Got return, Brock Pacheco.
Baker with nobody to cover him. He's got a man in the end zone. It's tipped and
that's personally there. Did he get it? He did.
Shot here. Over the head.
With Murphy O'Brien taking the hand. That's right up. Somebody scores.
Another one comes in off the crossbar, straight up in the air. Players down. Goal. Goal.
And this one is a long boot right at the crossbar and a goal. Off right at the net cord. So gosh, goes out and Steve it hits the. Trying to come back for Eastman with a nice save. Bassett puts it back up through. Inside the 20. Joe Leo with a scissor touchdown. Big beat by Taro right into the center. Headed down. Top score. Lady. To the opposite side and a score. That one back forward. Another hit from Thibodeau. Comes off and a
carry on with the pass. Deep. And it's caught.
As he puts it onto the foot of Berardo. Berardo second one back across. There it is. Big boot by Leahy inside the mixer. That would get in it.
Elijah Oceani's got separation. He's got space. He's got himself a first down and goal. He's in.
Sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in. Center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal. Pacheco to the house. Wow. Got return, Brock Pacheco.
Baker with nobody to cover him. He's got a man in the end zone. It's tipped and
that's personally there. Did he get it?
Shot here. Over the head.
With Murphy O'Brien taking the hand. That's right up. Somebody scores.
Another one comes in off the crossbar, straight up in the air. Players down. Goal. Goal.
And this one is a long boot right at the crossbar and a goal. Off right at the net cord. So gosh, goes out and Steve it hits the. Trying to come back for Eastman with a nice save. Bassett puts it back up through. Inside the 20. Joe Leo with a scissor touchdown. Big beat by Taro right into the center. Headed down. Top score. Lady. To the opposite side and a score. That one back forward. Another hit from Thibodeau. Comes off and a
carry on with the pass. Deep. And it's caught.
As he puts it onto the foot of Berardo. Berardo second one back across. There it is. Big boot by Leahy inside the mixer. That would get in it.
Elijah Oceani's got separation. He's got space. He's got himself a first down and goal. He's in.
sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal. Pacheco to the house. Wow. Pickoff return. Brock Pacheco.
Baker with nobody to cover him. He's got a man in the end zone. He's tipped and
That's first down. Did he get it? He did.
shot here. Over the head.
With Murphy O'Brien taking the hold. That's right up. Somebody scores.
Another one comes in off the crossbar, straight up in the air. Players down. Goal! Goal!
And this one is a long boot right at the crossbar and a goal. Off right at the net cord. Comes across. Lewandowski saved it. Hit Trying to come back for Eastman with a nice save. Bassett puts it back up through. Inside the 20. Zolea with a scissor touchdown. Good beat by Taro right into the center. Headed down. Score! Lady. To the opposite side and a score. That one back forward. Another hit from Thibodeau. Comes off and is.
Carry on with the pass. Deep. And it's caught.
As he puts it onto the foot of Berardo. Berardo second one down the cross. There it is. Big boot by Leahy. Inside the mixer. That would get in it.
Elijah Ocean, he's got separation. He's got space. He's got himself a first down and goal. He's in.
Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal. Pacheco to the house. Wow. Pickoff return. Brock Pacheco.
Baker with nobody to cover him. He's got a man in the end zone. He's tipped and
That's first down. Did he get it? He did.
shot here. Over the head.
With Murphy O'Brien taking the hold. That's right up. Somebody scores.
Another one comes in off the crossbar, straight up in the air. Players down. Goal! Goal!
And this one is a long boot right at the crossbar and a goal. Off right at the net cord. Comes across. Lewandowski saved it. Hit Trying to come back for Eastman with a nice save. Bassett puts it back up through. Inside the 20. Zolea with a scissor touchdown. Good beat by Taro right into the center. Headed down. Score! Lady. To the opposite side and a score. That one back forward. Another hit from Thibodeau. Comes off and is.
Carry on with the pass. Deep. And it's caught.
As he puts it onto the foot of Berardo. Berardo second one down the cross. There it is. Big boot by Leahy. Inside the mixer. That would get in it.
Elijah Ocean, he's got separation. He's got space. He's got himself a first down and goal. He's in.
sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Goes right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal. Pacheco to the house. Wow. Got return. Rod Pacheco.
Baker with nobody to cover him. He's got a man in the end zone. It's tipped and
That's first down. Did he get it? He did.
shot here. Over the head.
With Murphy O'Brien taking the hand. That's right up. Somebody scores.
Another one comes in off the crossbar, straight up in the air. Players down. Goal. Goal.
And this one is a long boot right at the crossbar and a goal. Off right at the net cord. Oh gosh. Going out and speed it. Trying to go back for Eastman with a nice save. Bassett puts it back up 20. Inside the 20. Joe Leah with a scissor touchdown. Big beat by Tara right into the center. Headed down. Top score. Lady. To the opposite side and a score. That one back forward. Another hit from Thibodeau. Comes off and is
Carry on with the pass. Deep. And it's caught.
as he puts it onto the foot of Berardo. Berardo is second with the cross. There it is. Big boot by Leahy inside the mixer. That would get in it.
Elijah Ocean, he's got separation. He's got space. He's got himself a first down and goal. He's in.
As we welcome you back inside Boss Ice Arena for the final period of play, Stony Brook leading 5-0. 4 goals in the first 12 minutes of the game. They added a 5th midway through the second period, and we're underway in the third. Rams Ice Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network is brought to you by RREliteRecruits.com. With access to 3,000 schools and 60,000 coaches across 30 NCAA sports. For athletes looking to play at the next level, be seen by being a part of the nation's #1 recruiting service. Join RREliteRecruits.com. Sign up for your free trial today. And by Manny Sports, 1725 Menden Road in Cumberland, Rhode Island. Now reopen Wednesday through Saturday. For more information, visit MannySports.com. Manny Sports, your hockey headquarters. A change in net for the Rams. Callum Burgess, the freshman from San Diego, California, will play out the third period in place of Curtis Briggs. He surrendered 5 goals on the day. And that one will go all the way down. Icing will be the call and a stoppage of play. As the clock on the far side from us shows 18:59 left to go in regulation. Rams will take the Boss Ice Arena surface one more time. And did URI call a timeout? URI called a timeout. All right. Not really expected to have seen that come across, but as they've just made the decision to go ahead and have a moment to talk things over, maybe specifically with Callum Burgess in net now. After the timeout, 18:59 left to go. 23-15 in the shots on goal department in advantage of the Seawolves. Dempsey skates to the circle to take that face-off. Tied up there with the 22 of Luke Judge. Won by the Seawolves. They got one that fired in, hit traffic in front of Burgess. Carried back defensively. Now picked up here. Dempsey trying to split between Barcelo and Judge. And instead it gets sent the opposite direction. Held up at the line there by Peck. Peck sends that one across. Vandesilver floats that one down, and it's carried back around by Slevin. Slevin got all the scoring started well back in the first period of play. Seems like an eon ago in the construct of this game. 5 goals later, right in front on the back door, trying to get one there was Nestepny, and we will get a face-off to come to the left of Burgess as the puck was on the top of the net. Face-off one. Avzov cycling through, bounces in for a goal. Avzov hits the 6-pack. And this game is all but completely written. Rams would have to score essentially a goal through just about every 3 minutes remaining of this period to be able to try to pull this one back level. They trail the shots on goal by 10 at 25-15. And a face-off for icing will be called.
Drexel women's, I went to Drexel. The women's basketball team just beat UNC Wilmington 72-39.
Controlled here on the corner by Tetro. Tetro trying to see if he can spin that one across for Logan Clavitt. Clavitt trying to get it out of the zone for the Rams. Instead, they're trapped in. DeStefano keeps that one along the side boards as he works that one with Edwards. Run off of the play. Clavitt comes free with it. Carried across here. Rams trying to see if they can get one. And on the doorstep there was the 12 of Nick Ferraro. Couldn't get it to go. Back to the point. Dumped back in by Shaw. Offside. And the puck deflected up into the netting and goes out as well in the process of all that. Faceoff comes outside of the zone. Getting dumped down to the ice was DeStefano as he was pushed by Thomas Fagan. Rams and Fagan pick this one up. Fagan gets dropped down, sprawling across the ice before it's tapped by DeStefano and an offside called, as on the opposite side was Stepney. .16.5 left to go here in this final third period of play. 4 goals in the first from the Seawolves, 1 in the second, 1 in the third already as the 6-0 scoreline. Riccitelli sent that one into the corner. Trying to get it there was Bagan. It kicks all the way back down the ice. Picked up here and a save made by Burgess on the hard attempt from Kyle Stepney. These two teams will battle one more time on the Boss Ice Arena surface for the last time in the regular season for the Rams as URI takes on Stony Brook. It's tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern time. And we apologize if that said Sunday when we meant Saturday. Peck. Mancini bouncing through a couple of different players. Slevin was right in front there. Couldn't get a full turn. That one's going to go away from Mancini all the way back, being chased by Cudd very quickly as Mancini. Mancini will pick that one up. He's going to scoot through Reichelbaumer on the sideboards. Dropping one for Dempsey. Now pushed back by the Rams. Headed the other way. Mancini will cycle it back once again. Mancini fired one in. Glove saved by Burgess. And a stoppage of play with 15:10 left to go. Face-off won by the Rams as it cycled back around by DeRocher. DeRocher will send that one up, ping-ponging off of the boards. Trying to be continued along by the 4 of Logan Clavitt, cannot. Stony Brook players colliding with each other there at center ice, and then it's hauled through by Malfetto. And that one went high and wide. This one's going to kick and come all the way back. Icing will be called with 14:36 remaining. The 39 in red of Sean Rainville, the lone international player in this evening's matchup, as Rainville hails from Verdun, Quebec. Carried along by Canizet. Back down once again by the Seawolves on the stick of Kendrick. Worked along by the 17 of DeStefano. Kendrick had it for a moment. It was poke-checked on the opposite side of the line. And so it will be tracked back by Edwards. Kendrick. DeStefano. To Rainville. Kendrick and Burgess kicked that one away. 2-on-1 opportunity, or just one. Ferraro gets poke checked away by DeStefano. Hit along the sideboards and then sent all the way back the way. Shaw tried to pop that one up. Hands across for McDermott. Ferraro gets dispossessed by Stefano. Ferraro! Goal! Nick Ferraro! The goose egg is no longer as Nick Ferrero puts one home. The Rams have a goal on the board, 13:03 left to go, and it's 6-1 to the Seawolves. Well, for all things being, you can take a moral victory in that one, perhaps, should the scoreline hold. Instead, here going quickly the other way is Thomas Fagan. And then again, right on top of Sherman was Griffin Long. Where was this in the first period of the game and the second period of the game? 12:51 left in the third, and now all of a sudden the Rams offense have come alive. Hard shot there, and a glove saved by Sherman right off of the faceoff. Again, it was Griffin Long. Faceoff won by the Rams, sent in again on Sherman. Sherman whacked it out, and it comes all the way down. Burgess, I think, wanted an icing call, wasn't going to get it. Pepe down there in the corner with Dempsey. Dempsey sends that one back across. Peck got tied up with a couple of Rams players, drops it for Fess. Back in the corner again, cycling with it the opposite direction. Slevin lost a handle on it. Goes free for Costello. Costello and Fess tangle in the corner. Costello still has it. Carries across. Hard shot from the point there. That hit traffic as it came from Riccitelli. Good attempts here by the Rams in this third period. They've got the one on the board from Ferraro. Vandezilver. Vandezilver carries that one around the backside. Point shot there from Malfetto. Slotted back again. Vandezilver. He's going to take one. Burgess is able to kick that one off of the side of his pads. Seawolves go for a line change. Rams try to work the puck outside of the zone. Avzov will pick that one up at the blue line. Sends it down deep. It deflected off of a couple of players, so it's onside. This one's going to go all the way back. Icing will be the call. No, it will not be, as it came back right in front of the net and was shepherded by Sherman. Avzov will drag there. Left it back for Vandezilver, or it could have been left for the 33 of Lawson. On the other way, Conlon having to make a defensive stop there alongside of the 13 of Malfetto. That shot went right across Sherman. He makes the save. 10.5 left to go here in regulation. A 5-goal lead at 6-1 for the Seawolves. Picked back up as Weichelbaumer sent that one in, saved by Sherman. Kendrick. Tic-tac-toe across, trying to carry it out of the zone was Malfetto. Delayed offsides, negated as URI will exit the zone. So for Vandezilver now to hold as much as he would like to, as Stony Brook is looking to shepherd this game to the finish line. Edwards works alongside boards with Kendrick. Circled around, Rainville trying to get one there. Rainville got tied up at the 28 of Shevlin. Kendrick looking to go across to Rainville. That one got into the boots of a URI player at center ice, and it's the 19 of Drellin. Shevlin drops back for Cudd. Have to be careful here to not let a 3-on-2 happen. This one gets pushed all the way back. Shaw will pick it up defensively. Cudd trying to go across there for Drellin. Couldn't get. Now it's picked up and carried along by Shaw. Hard shot. And that one goes wide to the side. Penalty called to the URI player on the ice. Was whacked at. And that's going to send DiStefano to the box. 2 minutes for cross-checking. So with 9 left to go here in regulation, Rams are going to go on the power play, trailing 28-18 in the shots on goal department, 6-1 on the scoreboard. All the way down for Burgess. Held for DeRocher. DeRocher carries this one up. Across the blue line, dumping down into the corner. Looking for Thomas Fagan. Nick Ferraro there on the corner as well. Fagan pushes that one back for Shaw. They work across again to DeRocher. Back to DeRocher at the point. He mishandled it. Has to come all the way back. Shaw will scoop that one up. Carefully handled here by the Rams. DeRocher. Opportunity there. Slotted one across. Kicked away by Sherman. 1:05 left to go in the advantage. 8:05 left to go in the period. For Shaw. Shaw pinned along the boards there. He's dispossessed of the puck by Malfetto. Edwards. Edwards got dispossessed of the puck that time by Luke Judge. Judge cycled around with it for a second. Dropped back for Foreign. Foreign tried to slot through to the center. Foreign gets rubbed out of the play. Judge back for the point. Hard shot from Judge, saved made by Sherman. Kicked back once again. Gloved down and then sent down by Malfetto with 14 seconds left to go in the advantage. Stick taps come soon to signify the end of the power play. Back to five-a-side hockey with 6:54 left to go. Costello spins here for the Rams. Tries to send that one across for Engelson. Right in front on the doorstep there, Engelson diving away and couldn't be able to get that one past Sherman. Rams on the heels of a goal that broke the goose egg, trying to see if they can put a second on the board with 6 and change left to go, and that one goes off of the blocker pad of Sherman. Moral victories are what the Rams need right now the most going into tomorrow's game. That one hit Burgess, hit the post perhaps as well, and the net off of its moorings, and we're going to get the stoppage of play in a face-off. 6:05 to come. Final game of the home regular season tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, right here from Boss Ice Arena. As the Rams take on the Stony Brook Seawolves one last time. It'll be our last broadcast of the season here on Fans Only Sports Network. Kicked along here on the sideboards by Shevlin. Slevin, who started the scoring for the Seawolves back in the first, to Peck, to Slevin. Burgess was able to shut the door on that one, and we'll get a stoppage of play once again. University of Rhode Island Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network is brought to you by RR Elite Recruits, with access to 3,000 schools and 60,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. For high school athletes looking to play at the next level, be seen by being a part of the nation's #1 recruiting service. Join RREliteRecruits.com. Sign up for your free trial today. And by Manny's Sports, 1725 Mendon Road in Cumberland, Rhode Island. now reopen Wednesday through Saturday. For more information, visit mannysports.com. Manny Sports, your hockey headquarters. 6 for the Seawolves, 1 for the Rams, as we play with 5:22 left to go here in regulation. Rams looking to hold on in the ACHA rankings and hold on to potential conversation about a spot in the ESCHL playoffs to come in 2 weeks' time. A run through the ESCHL playoffs would see them hoping to try to punch a ticket to St. Louis in mid-March for the ACHA playoffs. Malfetto, Nerelli. Carried forward here. Burgess, another save as one set on the doorstep. And we're going to get a penalty called. As trying to go there was Stepney, and then getting dumped down on the opposite side was the 19 of Michael Galensky. And no penalty called. They're just going to call the save. Referee had his arm up. Malfetto carried that one down right on the doorstep there, and save made by Burgess as Zarelli was trying to poke one home from the backhanded side. .416 remaining. Costello set one on the backside for Foreign. As he tried to come up with it, he was dispossessed by Edwards. Back for Foreign once again from Fagan. Fagan to Costello. Dispossessed again, this time by Vandezilver. Vandezilver will cycle that one around looking for Rainville. And it hits Rams traffic and will be sent all the way down the ice. Icing negated as it's touched up by Griffin Long. Long sends that one back to Costello at the point, and a whistle and an interference call. And it's going to be the 18 of Thomas Fagan headed to the box. 2 minutes for goaltender interference. And we'll send Stony Brook on the power play with 3:35 left to go. A 2-minute power play would take them to 1:35 left. Malfetto, after the Rams cleared this one all the way down. Carried forward through the neutral zone by Vandezilver. Sent around the backside boards looking for Kendrick. Malfetto. Avzov. Back across for Vandezilver. Vandezilver will cycle that back for Malfetto. Avzov. Malfetto through the center. And that one went just wide of Kendrick and wide of the net. Malfetto once again. Conlon. Back again. Conlon through the middle. Hard shot there from Malfetto, and that one hit the arm of Burgess. 54 seconds remain in the advantage. 2:25 in the period. Still a 10 shot on goal differential. Streaking through back doorstep, and that one is saved by Burgess as Peck was coming in with a head of steam. 33-22 in the shots on goal department. An advantage of the Seawolves. Face-off to be won by the Rams. Barcelo to step it over. The Seawolves open door, and how in the world did Burgess make that save? Peck thought he had a goal for sure, and Burgess just maybe made the save of the year. And lest we remind you, that is a freshman in net. He's 6'1", 165-pound freshman from San Diego, California. Pepe, that one hit traffic. Foreign got in the way of it. Penalty expires. And we're back to five-a-side hockey. 90 seconds left to go. Sherman will stop that one, and we'll get a face-off to his left. Again, right back into Sherman. And so we'll go back to the spot and do it again. Cud wins that face-off for the Rams. Came back right in front as it was bouncing around. An opportunity there for Fagan. Costello kept it in the zone. Pushed along the boards by Long. Came right back in front. Cud taking a whack at it. No go there. Cycled around. Now dispossessed and sent out of the zone by Galensky. In the final minute, penalty is going to get called here. And again, now this one. And now we're going to get fisticuffs. And Fagan has to get pulled away by a referee. He's going to get sent out of the game. Zerilli is going to get sent to the box. He might as well just get sent to the dressing room too, as there's 52.8 left to go. And the fans start to exit from Boss Ice Arena with hopes to live to see tomorrow being a better game. Keller is going to get put in the box 2 minutes. Fagan got tossed from the game. Griffin Long's number is being shown. Or it's actually Nick Zerilli. My apologies. So it's the 21 of Nick Zerilli. They've got that straight now. So Nick Zerilli will get put in the box 2 minutes for Stony Brook. Thomas Fagan, 2 minutes for URI. And Fagan was sent to the dressing room. And are they just going to call this game? So URI just wants this game to be called. There's 52.8 seconds left on the clock. It's 6-1. They're going to send Richatelli to the box to serve the penalty as Fagan was ejected from the game. And the URI players, essentially all of them, are standing on the ice. Joe Augustine is getting told to put 4 players on the ice or he's going to get thrown out of the game. They just threw Augustine out of the game. No, they just threw a fan out of the game. They're trying to throw the refs trying to throw one of the fans out of the game. After he told Joe Augustine to get 4 players on the ice, or he was going to get thrown out of the game, then they end up throwing a fan out of the game. Oh, what a bizarre ending to this whole scenario. 45 seconds left to go. After all said and done, they finally do put 4 players on the ice. Stony Brook is going to throw this one around a little bit. Cud just got hit by Pepe. Pepe then gets hit by the 21 of Griffin Long. 25 seconds left to go. Pepe fires that one. Sorry, Peck fired that one, saved by Burgess. And let's hope that everybody keeps their cool in the final 22 seconds here. Last thing you want to see is anything to occur after the conclusion of the game, especially with the game between these two sides of play tomorrow. Hard shot. Now a fight is actually broken out down right in front of the blue line. Down on the ice was Alex Cud, along with the 22 of Brendan Pepe. Cud's going to get thrown out of this game. Cud and Pepe were having a legit hockey fight with each other right inside of the blue line between the circles, right in front of the Army ROTC logo. 14.6 seconds left to go, and it's now going to be 5-on-3, and Stony Brook's got way too many players on the ice. They'll sort that out. 5-on-3 for 14 seconds, and now the coaches are yelling at each other between the benches. Face-off won by Stony Brook. Shot, score! With 1.1 seconds left, the Seawolves are going to make it a 7-2 game, or 7-1, my apologies, on a fire from Matt McDermott. And they're just going to let that one go, and that's it. .35-23 on shots on goal. Cud got assessed a 5-minute major at the end after all that fisticuffs occurred. And the final scoreline is a 7-1 victory for the Stony Brook Seawolves. And these two teams are going to have to cool their heads off as they have to play one more tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And the referees are just trying to make sure that these two sides just get off the ice. There's a little conversation going on there between Zach Richatelli and one of the Stony Brook players. And the team captains at least are going to come together and shake hands. And it looks to be the 6 of Andrew Mancini there having a little conversation with Zach Riccitelli. Well, this game had just about everything you expected from two of the top teams in the ACHA, and two teams that are both looking to find themselves in conversation of the playoffs. That'll do it for us here on Fans Only Sports Network. We invite you all to make sure you tune in for the final game of the home regular season, our final broadcast on the season tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, as the Stony Brook Seawolves take on the University of Rhode Island Rams. It has been a privilege and a pleasure for me to be able to call a bunch of URI hockey games this season. For Jack Ogilvy, I'm Matt Gillis. I will see you next season from Boss Ice Arena. Until then, stay safe, be warm. Good night.